Here's some more footage of the unaired Avatar pilot. Now I want to talk about this scene because I think it's super interesting the way they portray the Avatar state in this pilot versus in the actual series. Now we know that the Avatar state is a defense mechanism that is triggered when an Avatar is in danger.
Give up now and I'll make sure my father goes easy on you. You have nowhere left to go.
You sure about that?
As you can see here, Aang purposely puts himself in danger by throwing himself off the statue in order to trigger the Avatar state. In the actual series, it's much more complex and Aang actually has no control over the Avatar state. It's also interesting how he's able to bounce back so quickly after being in the Avatar state, because in the actual show, he's usually exhausted. Overall, I like the changes they made in the actual show.
Tell me the story about how you taught Aang to earthbend.
What's there to tell? I threw some rocks at the Avatar. He got all whiny.
Keep your knees high, Twinkle Toes! Rock glide!
And Sokka fell in a hole.
Thought there'd be more to it than that. What about the time you guys took down the Fire Lord? That must have been epic!
Oh, yeah. It was hot. I was on a blimp. And I think a giant turtle showed up. Wow, what a day.
Okay, you're terrible at telling stories.
Do you really think friendships can last more than one lifetime? I don't see why not.
Wait, you recognize me?
In a manner of speaking. We were good friends in your previous life.
I can't believe it. Toph?
Nice to see you again, Twinkle Toes.
Here's some more footage of the unaired Avatar pilot.
Looking good, Gaia.
Katara's name originally was Kaya, but they changed it and renamed her mother that later.
Kaya, we don't have time for this.
Keep it up.
Hey, quit playing around.
I said keep it up.
Aang's voice actor for this pilot was Mitchell Musso from Hannah Montana, and later they recasted Zach Tyler Eisen.
Listen, Kaya. Here's the secret to bending.
The design and animations of the characters changed a lot before the actual show aired on TV. Like for instance, Katara's hair loopies are much looser in this pilot, but they thought they would be too hard to animate, so later they had them tied back.
The whole world is counting on Aang.
Right, so once again, I have to do everything.
More footage of this pilot coming soon. Here's some more footage of the unaired Avatar pilot.
Looking good, Gaia.
Katara's name originally was Kaya, but they changed it and renamed her mother that later.
Kaya, we don't have time for this.
Keep it up.
Hey, quit playing around.
I said keep it up.
Aang's voice actor for this pilot was Mitchell Musso from Hannah Montana, and later they recasted Zach Tyler Eisen.
Listen, Kaya. Here's the secret to bending.
The design and animations of the characters changed a lot before the actual show aired on TV. Like for instance, Katara's hair loopies are much looser in this pilot, but they thought they would be too hard to animate, so later they had them tied back.
The whole world is counting on Aang.
Right, so once again, I have to do everything.
More footage of this pilot coming soon. Avatar fans, there's a Netflix show that you must check out. It's called The Dragon Prince, and one of the creators for it is Aaron Ehasz. If you don't know Aaron, he was the head writer of Avatar, and he's a major reason why Zuko got the best redemption arc in TV history. The story is brilliant, and one of the main characters, Callum, is voiced by Jack DeSena, who is the voice of Sokka. Also, there's some Easter eggs that reference to Avatar, like this scene here. where Claudia reads Love Amongst the Dragons. And there's also this iconic moment.
Why are you staring at that thing?
Something so strangely familiar. Boomerang?
Let's read some funny Avatar memes. The writers of Avatar: The Last Airbender when discussing May. I love her lack of energy. Go girl, give us nothing. It's time for you to look inward and begin asking yourself the big questions. Is lasagna just spaghetti cake? When someone calls Avatar: The Last Airbender a stupid kids show, you have disrespected me, my teachings, and my entire culture. I love this moment because Aang comes out of his cage ready to fight and Sokka's just like, nah bruh, Toph's handling it. Aang watching Zuko awaken from the bed he made out of leaves. When you're 13 and your father tricks you into an Agni Kai against him, oh my gosh, this one really hurts my heart. Do you ever just look at the moon and can't believe how pretty it is? Why do we always end up here? Roses are red, Appa can fly. I'm saying I'd rather kiss you than die. Somebody breathes. Katara, my mother used to breathe. Oh, this one's so bad too. Let's discuss this Avatar theory. When I first saw Ty Lee's character design, I was immediately struck by how not Fire Nation she looked. Something about her design just seemed different. After a few episodes, it struck me what it was. She looks more like an airbender. Most notable is her airbender eye color, which we only see with Aang and other airbenders in the show. She also has the softer, round face shape often seen with airbenders such as Aang and Jinora. Ty Lee's skill set is directly tied to air. She's learned to balance and fly through the air, laughing at gravity. Her belief in auras and listening to the universe also implies a heavy spirituality, which we see throughout air nomad culture. Like, look at this. This is so scary. What if Ty Lee was a descendant of an escaped airbender? That would explain why she has gray eyes. When Hama escaped from the prison as a Southern Water Tribe waterbender, she stayed in the Fire Nation. And who's to say that some airbenders survive and also blended in with the different nations to survive? And maybe it is something she doesn't even realize. Remember, this is a theory, it's not facts. I'm so curious to know what you all think. Today, I want to share another reason why Avatar: The Last Airbender is so brilliant. Remember Aunt Wu from Season 1? Pay attention to what she says here.
Your little secret, young Airbender. Just as you reshape those clouds, you have the power to shape your own destiny.
This moment is a huge theme / symbolic moment / foreshadowing all rolled into one. Think about the Season 3 finale. Aang did not want to kill the Fire Lord. He was raised by the monks and he believed violence was never the answer. He wanted another way. The whole world, his friends, and his past lives told him it was the only way to end the war and restore balance. Aang could have took what they said and killed the Fire Lord in battle, but he searched for an answer on his own. He wasn't going to give up, and through his searching, he met the lion turtle, and he found another way, by taking away the Fire Lord's ability to bend. In conclusion, Aang reshaped his destiny, just as Aunt Wu said he could.
Okay, I don't think anybody's addressed this, but look what Milo did.
Milo, be careful!
This dude invented fart bending, bro. Come on now.
This is a joke, right? Alright, Ember Island. This was their only interaction in the episode. Zuko and Toph got more screen time. Unless you're talking about the actors. Southern Raiders. No! She hated him to the last minute. And he did the same thing for Sokka. And who else was he bringing to the Agni Kai? Toph? Let's talk about a train wreck. Why they put this white boy in henna tattoos? These are clearly GameCube graphics. Why does it take a choreographed dance routine to move a rock? And Commander Zhao is the fucking pizza guy from Spider-Man 2. And if they need fire to firebend, how come none of the waterbenders just put out the fire?
This is Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you didn't know, they're making a Netflix series, and I've always wanted to audition. This is my old headshot back when I had long hair. So back when I was in high school, I went to the acting conservatory at OSHA. And as you can tell, my profile picture is Katara, but that is not just because it is trendy and cute right now, but because I've been pestering my friends that I should be Katara in the live action for 2 years straight. Here are some of the reasons why I should be Katara. I do real Shaolin Kempo. So real, I got the amazing opportunity to travel to China and test for my black belt, as well as perform in front of the abbot and the Shaolin monks. And I am actually Asian, Vietnamese to be specific. I have now proven to be a triple threat, Asian, acting, and karate. So it would be amazing if you could help me out with this TikTok. See y'all later.
Here's the real reason why Sokka pulls so hard. Suki decides to train Sokka alone in this room. They spend a long time alone together in that room. The next time they meet, Sokka is very happy, even though they aren't even established romantic partners yet. Also, this tent. When breaking Suki out of prison, Sokka is in no hurry, even though they know guards are coming and they definitely should have hurried up. Zuko even had to warn them, which means that they definitely plan to spend a lot of time alone together. After the war, Suki and the Kyoshi warriors become Prince Zuko's personal bodyguards. After an entire year, they finally see each other again, and Sokka's just as happy to see her, and has literally no questions about why she was protecting the hottest man in the nation. This leads me to conclude that they're either just fucking on the side and there is no serious relationship, or something keeps bringing them back together. So what could that thing be? Well, we know that Toph obviously likes Sokka, according to this scene, but she can't even see him. Toph does have seismic sense, though, which means that she can see outlines of people, and she does know how big Sokka's dick is. That's the reason behind Sokka's success. He has a monster dick.
I guess you just don't know people as well as you think you do. You miscalculated. I love Zuko more than I fear you.
No, you miscalculated. You should have feared me more.
So I'm going to show you guys how I do the hair for May. And I use clip-on bangs because obviously mine are too long for her hair. So the first thing I do is I part my hair like that on both sides just to get enough to do the little bun she has. And then I take the hair tie, I put it through once, and then I wrap the hair around, and then I pull the hair tie through again just to create like a little ball. We aren't going to talk about my facial expressions in this though, because like I'm concentrating. Yeah, okay. Then I put in the bangs and I just clip them in because like I said, my hair's too long for it to be my own bangs. And then I part the hair again and wrap it around the top of the bun and I clip it to the back of my head. And then I do the same thing on the other side and just clip it to the back of my head. Yay, woo, cool. And now you have May's hair.
Stop talking to my girlfriend.
Relax. It's just a party.
Zuko, what is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me?
Your temper's out of control. You blow up over every little thing.
Here, this is for you.
Why would I want that?
I saw it and I thought it was pretty. Don't girls like stuff like this?
Maybe stupid girls.
Forget it!
Is that supposed to be Haru? Why do they need a torch to firebend? Bruh, all this fucking effort and men for one single fucking rock! Bruh, Momo's just vibing. So you're telling me there's no pirates? When the fuck did they get to Kyoshi Island? Yeah, I don't know. It's just something about Katara that like ticks me off. Like, what are you bending, bitch? That's supposed to be the Fire Lord? Bruh, they butchered Azula, man. I really do feel bad for the bitches out there that want to fuck Zuko if this is what he's gonna look like in real life. They really did no justice for the bending in this whole movie. Bruh, I just realized why I was so ticked off at Katara. Because she hasn't said once that her mother was dead. Bruh, I don't understand. Who the fuck is this dragon? Is this Roku's dragon or some shit? Appa looks like the Babadook monster. Finally, he made his own fire. That's rough, buddy.
I swear, if one more girl or guy comes up to me in school and says, "Oh my gosh, you're so short and fun size," I'm gonna take my fun size foot and break it off in your ass. Stop that shit. Ice on my neck, that's incoming. I'm a pretty boy, I'm stunning. Super speed Sonic, I'm running. Super speed Sonic, I'm running.
What are you doing here, Twinkle Toes? How'd you know it was me? Do you really think friendships can last more than one lifetime?
I don't see why not. I can't believe it. Tough?
Nice to see you again, Twinkle Toes.
Toph was like to Aang, like, do you think friendships can last more than one lifetime? And then Aang was like, I don't see why not. And then in Aang's like next lifetime, Toph just goes, nice to see you again, Twinkle Toes. The friendship lasted more than one lifetime.
Who is this Chucky-looking motherfucker that is not Aang's descendant? The girls? Sure, I get that. Their dad? Yeah, looks like a grown-up Aang. But this little gremlin here?
Now, let us anoint the master who will help lead us in our new path.
Yeah, Janora, let's go. Bro, she takes after her grandfather, dude. She got them tats. She's a master airbender.
No! Get away, get away, get away, get away. Yes.
Yo, I'm rewatching Korra, right? And yo, Zahir's fucking filthy, bro. But look what happens when just raw talent is met with discipline, years of training. He's throwing some moves, right? Oh, shit. That transition was smooth. Look at this. Work. You know what? They're going at it. They're going at it. They're going back and forth. You know, something kind of even. Whoo! He's going in. Ooh! Yeah, look at that. You look at that. Tenzin, yo, stop playing with me. He's goated.
Why do people dislike The Legend of Korra? I think the main reason people hate The Legend of Korra is that they're trying to compare it too much to the previous series. Korra's a different avatar, she's not Aang, and Aang wasn't Kyoshi or Roku. I personally think, alone, The Legend of Korra is great, especially the villains. Book 1 villain was a Mon, who was a bloodbender at will and could take away your bending, like what? That's wild. The Book 2 villain isn't the greatest, and that's all I have to say on it. The third book, however, was a masterpiece with Zahir and his gang, the lava bending, oh my god! And the Book 4 villain, Kuvira, was a badass metal bender, and it was a good way to close the series. Overall, The Legend of Korra is a great show. Stop comparing it to Avatar: The Last Airbender and just watch the show. You might enjoy it.
People are always like, I want to be in a romance movie. I want to be in a rom-com. Bitch, no! I want to be in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Why would you fall in love when you could control the oceans?
Bro, I'm watching Legends of Korra and see how these people teased us about Zuko's mom. Watch this, watch this. She's about to ask. That's Katara, by the way.
I've been dying to ask you, what happened to Zuko's mom?
Watch, watch.
It's an incredible tale. You're old. How old
Come on.
The Legend of Korra does not have the same kind of epic sweep that its predecessor series had, nor is its supporting cast as iconic, but it is every bit as great as The Last Airbender, just in a different way. Where that show was more about personal growth, The Legend of Korra highlights themes of global significance. It's a show about testing your beliefs against other people and finding common ground, and that's reinforced in every plot line of the show. More than anything else, The Legend of Korra makes us wonder, just as Hegel does, what great ideas might be lost if we don't open ourselves up to change.
Hello, Republic City! Bolin is back! And Eska's also here.
I see you have replaced me with a new girlfriend. Well done. She seems very threatening.
Oh, no, that's Kuvira. She's kind of my boss.
Boss, girlfriend, same thing.
Damn.
Hey, I'm talking.
Okay, my apologies, Miss Girl.
Miss who?
She's not a girl. It's Miss Toller.
Okay, fine, I'll say it. I was rooting for Azula, like, pretty much the entire time until the last episode. Oh, sorry, we're talking about Avatar The Last Airbender, in case anyone's confused. But as I was saying, unlike most people, I'm not scared to admit it, but don't pretend like you weren't Team Azula. She had her shit together at 14. Meanwhile, the Avatar, who somehow manages to get stuck in an iceberg for a century, wastes the first 8 episodes hitting on Katara instead of learning anything. Okay, I'm not saying I hate the Avatar, just to be clear. I'm definitely Team Avatar, but I'm more Team Azula than Team Avatar until the end when she loses her mind. Don't act like you weren't shook when she overthrew Ba Sing Se.
This is the moment everyone started taking airbending seriously. Just give it a watch.
Freedom is something that you can give or take on a whim. And without it, there is no life. There is only darkness.
Bro, what? He really just took the air out of her lungs. What? A lot of you talk about Zahir, but Amon's the true Legend of Korra villain. Look at this guy. Guy's not even bending. Look at the moves. Nigga said, oh, lightning bolt? That means shit. Bring that ass here, boy. And takes his bending away.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Take them away! Get your hands off me! You're crushing my individuality!
Setting up a thing right now to forgive Seychelle Gabriel for her role in The Last Airbender. And why is that, you might ask? Because she's the voice of Asami in The Legend of Korra, everybody's favorite badass bisexual non-bending girl.
Oh my god, Asami fighting is such a kink.
Of course I'm frustrated. A crazy man poisoned me, and now I can't dress myself, or cook for myself, or do anything for myself. And this whole time, my friends have been off helping the world while I'm stuck with you, and you can't even heal me. That came out wrong.
It's alright. Let your anger and frustration flow like water.
I am trying to understand why this happened to me, but nothing makes any sense. I'm tired, Katara. I'm so tired.
Korra, I know you feel alone right now. But you're not the first Avatar who's had to overcome great suffering. Can you imagine how much pain Aang felt when he learned that his entire culture was taken from him?
That must have been so awful.
But he never let it destroy his spirit. He chose to find meaning in his suffering, and eventually found peace.
I'm really confused.
Oh man!
Where is my mother?
That was supposed to be book 4, also with Azula's redemption, but Nickelodeon thought that was enough for now, and they canceled that series. She looks at him, he looks at her. This is the moment we've been waiting for. And that is the end of a great series. Oh man! Oh. That show is nothing more but amazing in every aspect of the word. I see that this show is getting popular again, and I can't be happier because this show is so amazing, and a lot of kids back when I watched it don't know what it's about. And the fact that it's becoming more relevant and there's a Netflix series coming out, I couldn't be more happier. The only bad thing about this show is that that series had to end. But it's okay, because now it's time to move on to Legend of Korra.
Siblings, 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 siblings. This is my sister.
This is my brother.
We are siblings and we care for each other. Everything we own,
we always share.
Because we are siblings and we have the same hair.
Take off my boot.
Oh my god, my boot, not my foot. Do I look fat? Just like 20 pounds overweight. You're worthless. This is the land of your people. This is not the land. This is Glendale. I'll be there for you 90% of the time. Your version of 90 anyways is just unacceptable. My diamond earring came off in the ocean and it's gone. And there's people that are dying. I think that your issue is... But sometimes I feel I'm gonna tell you what your issue is. It's disgusting to be related to you. You're lucky that I'm gracing you with my idea.
I mean you haven't guessed? You don't see the family resemblance? Here's a hint. I must find the Avatar to restore my honor. It's okay. You can laugh. It's funny.
Siblings, 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 siblings. This is my sister.
This is my brother.
We are siblings and we care for each other. Everything we own,
We always share.
because we are siblings and we have the same hair.
Dance like a god. Dance like a god. Dance like a god.